If you want to improve your batting and score more runs, you've clicked on the right video. In this video, we're going to take you through 5 batting tips or focus points that will help you improve on the principles of batting, helping you get into better positions and ultimately score a bunch more runs. Within each of the tips, we will also have 2 drills that you can use to improve. So stick with us all the way to the end of this video and turn those pesky 30s into fabulous hundreds. Tip number 1 is leading with your head. When it comes to batting, leading the shots with your head is one of the most important aspects. This is because your head controls your movement and your balance. So having your head in the correct position, in line with the ball, gives you the best chance of playing your shots the most effectively. So the first drill we will be looking at is just a standard movement and catching drill. A partner will throw some balls at various heights and lines underarm. Your goal as the batter is to simply move into the line of the ball using your head and catch the ball. You can do this with both front foot and back foot shots. The second drill we will be looking at is a checkpoint drill. Here the thrower needs to be really good as we are isolating a specific shot. For the demonstration, we have chosen the forward defense and the back foot defense. The thrower will throw a variety of lines and the batter will move into the line of the ball and execute one of these selected shots. Make sure there's good communication between batter and thrower and try and be as perfect as possible. Tip number 2 will be a nice full swing. By having a nice full swing instead of a short or stunted swing, we can generate more hand speed and a bigger arc through the ball. This allows us to hit the ball that much harder, and it also allows us to get away with some shots that we previously might have not been able to. For the first drill, we'll be doing a cone checkpoint drill. Grab 3 cones. Next up, go and find a net. Stand in your stance and place a cone where your hands would be naturally. This is checkpoint 1. Then push your hands far back, pretending to play a drive, and place the second cone at that point. This is checkpoint 2. Lastly, take a full swing forward and place the cone at the finishing position. This is checkpoint 3. Make sure when you are doing your reps that you touch the checkpoint cones with each hand at each of the stages. Our second drill will be the old faithful underarms. Here you can choose front foot or back foot in the completed position of the shot. The thrower will throw some medium pace underarms, and the goal of the batter is to replicate what we did in drill 1 and have a nice full swing through the ball. As we get more comfortable, we can look to up the pace of the throws and the hand speed of the batter. Tip number 3 is hitting straight lines. When we say hitting straight lines, we mean hitting through the line of the ball as long as possible. By doing this, we will be maximizing the contact duration between bat and ball because we aren't slicing or hitting around the ball, helping us compress the ball more, increasing our power. If you haven't yet, compress that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. Let's get into the drills. For drill number 1, we will be placing a channel made by 2 stumps in a line of a straight drive, a cover drive, or an on drive. Make sure the stumps are a decent distance from the batter to allow movement into the shot. The batter has to do full motion of the shot and make sure that the hands hit through in between the channel created by the 2 stumps. Now that we've done some shadow batting in drill number 1, we can look to progress to hitting the ball through created channels. Create channels with cones for all 3 drives. The thrower will throw some underarms at the batter, making sure to change up the lines they are throwing. The batter will be looking to play the shot and have the ball as well as the hands flow through the channel created by the cones. What's cool about this drill is that you can physically see if your hands and the ball are going through the correct lines. Tip number 4 is playing the shot using the correct hand. Some of the biggest and most avoidable mistakes that could happen is when we are leading the shot with the incorrect hand. In general, all straight bat shots are led with your top hand and all cross bat shots are led with your bottom hand. For drill number 1, we will be doing some single-handed throws. Grab a few balls and start off with your shot of choice. If you're going to do drives, use your top hand If you are going to do cuts or pulls, use your bottom hand. Grab the leading hand with the opposite hand at the wrist. Execute the shot and throw the ball into the net. Make sure that we still have good movement and a nice full rotation of the shoulders. For drill number 2, we will be ramping up the difficulty by doing some single-handed shots. You have to select a single shot for this one. You can choose drive, cut or pull. Once selected, make sure you hold the bat in the correct hand and do some underarms. Make sure your positions are good and that you use that single hand to play the shot as well as you can. Tip number 5 is the most important one, and that is playing the ball late. Playing the ball late has a lot of benefits. It helps you have more control of your shots. This happens because it allows you to play the ball as close to yourself as possible. It makes you more compact as a batter. This happens because you aren't reaching for the ball, leaving unnecessary gaps. And finally, this will help you hit the ball harder when playing an attacking shot because your contact point will be at the apex of your swing. For drill number 1, we will need a tennis ball. The thrower will throw some underarms on the full. The batter will be looking to play a forward defense or a back foot defense. When defending the tennis ball, we want to hit the ball as late as possible, making it bounce into the ground. From here, the batter needs to catch the ball with their bottom hand. This helps you play the ball as late as possible and with nice soft hands. If any of these two skills are slightly off, the batter will not be able to catch the ball. For our final drill in this video, we will need to place a semicircle of cones around the batter. We will be doing some medium-paced O-bombs. The batter's goal is to hit the ball into the ground before the semicircle of cones. By successfully doing this, we can pretty much guarantee that the batter is playing the ball late enough. For this drill, we will obviously only be focusing on straight bat shots. Thank you so much for watching. I hope all of you found at least one thing you can look to implement in your next session. And if you'd like to work with us, go look at our channel memberships. There are some great perks, like a monthly video analysis and even discount on future courses. A big thank you to all the members that support our channel, and a special thank you to Ray, Hammer, Lima, Yuan, and Stanio.